So everybody has things, either art that we create, if you're a writer, maybe you're a dancer, maybe you're a singer, whatever it is that you make, or stuff that you're really passionate about, TV shows, music, art, comic books, things that really kind of, they speak to us and we love them and we'd do them for free if we could. But maybe we don't always share them with other people. Maybe they're like solo pursuits. Maybe you write poetry and you love poetry and you've been writing poetry for like 5-6 years. You've got a massive notebook full of poems, but you haven't shown them to anyone because you're scared that people will hate them. Or maybe you really like Marvel Comics and you're a huge fan of Spider-Man, but you don't want to tell anyone because girls don't like Spider-Man and you're not going to get laid if you tell anyone. Well, we want you to share that stuff with people. Joseph.
Why? Why are people afraid to do this?
Because it's kind of like rejection. So if I'm an artist who really cares about my art, I'm putting myself into it. So when I'm drawing, I'm doing this drawing and it's like this really weird art style that I've created. That is fucking me.
Yeah.
And then when
Same
you
with writing.
Yeah, definitely. And then when you say, actually, that art is bullshit, well, you're kind of saying you're bullshit. You know, like for instance, me, I wrote a book and I'm telling you right now, my fucking soul is in that book. If you read that book, you will understand me better, I guarantee. Irrespective of how much you like it or not, you will know me better from reading that book. Oh yeah, please buy it, by the way. And yeah, so when you do something like that, you put yourself out there and then people go, oh, that's shit. Then again, you're shit.
Yes.
But this is the thing though, is like in order to really create these bonds with people, you have to take those risks, because you could be talking to someone who actually would like your love of comic books, but you don't tell them, and as a result of you not telling them, that never actually gets shared. And maybe they already like comic books, but they're scared to tell you. Or maybe they're just open-minded, and you told them about your love of DC comics or Superman or Wonder Woman. They go, oh, that's interesting. And they'd say, lend me a comic book or two, and then you lend it to them. And then a few months later, now you've got this huge friend who you now really love comics together.
The main point is, deep down, you want to tell everyone about your passion. Because that's why it's your passion. Because you can talk about it for ages. You think it's so awesome. And if only everyone else understood how good this thing was, okay? But we don't, okay? No. But for this challenge, you're gonna, right? So it's called the Share Your Art Challenge. What we want you to do is share either your art or something that you're passionate about with your friends on social media, and we want you to do it on live video, okay? So this is a chance for you to test your body language skills, your voice skills,
your vocal projection.
Yes, which we taught you earlier on in the course, okay? Live video, okay? Do it.
Get it done.
Okay?
We believe in you.
What is the result of them sharing?
The result?
How's it gonna make them feel?
Relieved. So it's like when you have this thing that's really near and dear to you, but you keep it so close to your heart, you don't even realize, but there's this like weight that's kind of carried around, and there's this like wall between you and the rest of the world. And when you say, hey, you know what, I really like X, Y, and Z, he's just like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to add on the 2 trailers that we did. I did a live video for my book, The Thrill of the Chase. You've done a video for your book, The Death of the Ego. So we're going to show you an example of what we did, okay? And here's what's going to happen to you. Now, I'd love to tell you that everyone's going to reply and comment being like, wow, great thing. That's not.
It may not be the case.
No. Here's what's going to happen, and I wish I knew the exact quote because it's like one of the best quotes I've ever had. It's from a guy called Matt Rudnitsky. He wrote a book about how to be a good writer and how to market your book, and he said something like, basically, 95% of the people on your social media are not going to give a fuck about what you write. Okay, 4% are going to love it and are going to want to hear more and might want to buy your thing, and then 1%, if that, are going to be disgusting nerdy trolls leaving some horrible comment. Okay,
you can't please everyone.
But I mean, you don't need us to tell you that those people, they're just coming from a horrible place and they're just horrible people. Yeah, and just ignore them.
Yeah. And
okay,
you know what? They're not happy in life as well. So if you know any of those people, send them to this course because they could use it.
But here's the perception that I certainly felt. perhaps before I spoke to Matt, is that 95% of people would hate it and they think, what a dickhead or what an idiot. No, they just don't care. They just scroll past. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what 95% of people do. Focus on the 4% that loves it. All right? You're gonna find them by completing this challenge. So basically, this is I'm so happy. This is it's a book. It's all about how I learned to truly enjoy being single and get better at meeting chicks, because I used to be fucking terrible at that. And there's loads of stories in there about that as well. Why I decided to give up drinking, and basically all the lessons I learned like along that journey. So there's bits in there about how to get over heartbreak, how to overcome like fear of talking to pretty girls, how to meet girls in strange places like the street or the tube, how to like never run out of things to say when you're chatting up birds, and ultimately how to get a girlfriend that you'll fucking love forever. Yeah. So also there's 5 like bizarre sex and rejection stories from my actual life in there as well. Let's read the back story, the back, shall we? Says, the thrill of the chase is your epic step-by-step guide to making singledom more fun than you ever imagined. The true story of how thousands of men transform their dating lives beyond their wildest dreams. A proven formula for getting over heartbreak and finding a girlfriend you'll love forever. Unbelievable sex and rejection stories that'll make you laugh milk through your nose. Joe Alvin describes his journey from desperate heartbroken loser to healthy dating life via the world's largest strip club in Las Vegas, the set of Channel 4 reality show First Dates, and several other unforgettable situations. Laugh at his early awkwardness, learn from his mistakes, be inspired by his epiphanies. If you're the type of man who wants to make the most of single life, this is the book for you. Yeah. So, as you can imagine, I'm really excited to put this out. Also really nervous because there's like personal stuff in there. But it's looking fucking good to go from my perspective. So I suppose I can officially announce that The Thrill of the Chase will be available to buy on September 26th. But what you can do now is download the introduction and the first chapter absolutely free by clicking the link on the text that I included around this video. And what I'll do, everyone who downloads the first chapter for free, I'm going to send you an email explaining how to get this, like at a massive, massive discount. Because I want as many of you guys to actually read this as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it as cheap as possible on launch day, as cheap as Amazon will let me make it. Yeah, and I'll send everyone who downloads the first chapter an email explaining how they can get it super cheap. So yeah, get on that. Download the first chapter for free right now. First chapter is titled My Year Not Getting Laid. It's all about how I used to be a bit rubbish meeting girls and that. And what I try to do to fix it. Super cringeworthy first chapter actually. But hopefully it'll hook you in and make you think, fuck yeah, I want to buy this book when it's available to buy on September 26th. So yeah, The Thrill of the Chase. It's awesome, it's funny, it's sexy, and you can download the first chapter for free